everyone. It is me, Jordan Long here, and today, or Jordan Mulan Long here, and today I'm going to talk about a setting, or more like a tool, on Google Android and Apple iOS called TalkBack, and why it just is not a good tool. Now, I get it, TalkBack is a tool made for the blind, or folks that can't see very well, so they can work Google Android or Apple iOS Y speakers. But here's the handicap that it puts anyone under, the blind and the non-blind. First off, it makes it where you got to double tap everything. No, more likely it makes it where you have to hold down for some time to go into a tool or go into some setting. And keep in mind, why is it like that? I get it. If you can't see, you want something to talk to you to let you know what you're doing. But does that also mean that the folks who are blind and folks who are not blind have to press down for a long time to get it to do shit? That's a bad setup right there for TalkBack. Now, I don't know if that's how, I don't know how Apple handles the Apple iOS tool. Maybe it behaves the same way. It's like this. I'm going to talk back to you. Is that the only thing you're going to do? No, I'm going to make it utmost hard for you to run your Y speaker now. Why? Because when you click on anything, I'm going to tell you what you're clicking on and what it does. Well, that's fine. But guess what? I'm going to make it hard for you to get the Y speaker to do anything you want it to do. So if you want to go into a tool, you have to hold down. If you want to go into some setting, you have to hold down. I'm going to make swiping a hard thing. I'm going to make it where you can't do anything without pressing down. And how? You got to press down a hard long time to get even out of TalkBack setting or tool or whatever. Yeah, well, I made a mistake when I got into you and you handicapped me. I'm for the blind. Oh, does that mean blind folks got to press down for a long time to get in and out of tools or in and out of settings? So, yeah. Well, guess what? I don't think blind folks like to be handicapped when they're running tools. And I don't think the sight folks like to be handicapped either when they're running tools. I think the only thing you should be doing, TalkBack, is telling folks what tool you're hitting and then go into it, or what setting you're going into and go into it. Don't make it hard to work the Y speaker. That's a bad setup, and someone at Google wasn't thinking. Why would they make it where, all right, if you're in TalkBack, you got to hold down for a long time to go into some tool or some setting, or to get out of your rear? I don't know. That's the way they did it, because someone at Google, and most likely someone at Apple, thought that the blind had to be handicapped. Well, they also thought that anyone that goes into that tool by mistake or wanting to go into that tool can be handicapped when it comes to working their Y speaker, if they can see or not. So, I don't know how it got into you, but I'm never going back into you ever again. Make me where I have to hold my Y speaker down for a long time to either get out of you, because once you get into it, it's hard to get out of you. Why the fuck is that? And tell me, why did it make it so hard for me to go into my tools and my settings after I went to you by mistake? And I didn't choose to go into you. It was a mistake. I was shifting loudness up, and then you showed up and thought it'd be so fun to get it, and you thought that's what I wanted. You know how you get into me? By holding on the loudness thing for a long time. By that mistake. Yeah, that's a bullshit setup right there. So I can't see anyone, blind or not, saying, hey, my Y speaker is too smooth to work. Hey, how about I shift on talk back so it handicaps it and makes it harder for me to get into tools or out of tools or into settings or out of settings. Wow. And you could say, you can tell I'm a fucked up tool. Yeah, a tool wasn't made right. See, many talkback tools just talk back to you and tell you what you're doing or what a tool does or what a setting does. It doesn't handicap it where you have to hold down to get into a tool or hold down to get into a setting. That is a bad setup. It is. Talkback is a bad setup. It is. You know, they handicap you if you want to. Let's say you are someone who's blind or can't see well, and you go into that thinking, oh, well, at least it's going to tell me what the tools and settings do and what I'm tapping on. Yeah, it will. And it'll make it where you can't get into anything unless you hold down for a long time. So that's like bullshit right there. And if you want to get out of the tool, you got to hold down for a long time. Hold down for a long time to get into tools and settings just makes your Y speaker unworkable. So I'm going to warn anyone, blind or not, do not go into talkback, because it will make it harder for you to get into your tools, whatever tools you work, get into settings, whatever settings you work with on Google Android. And same thing for folks of Apple iOS, keep away from it, because they always think some way to fuck that up. Alright, so hope you like this film, share it, playlist it, and I'll see you later.